Hello friends, welcome to Code Crush Coding. In this video we are going to learn about the float property in CSS. So float property is one of the most used property of the CSS, which is used to position and format the content. So basically it is used to show the content on the web page in a specified format. So before learning about the float property in detail, we will understand in which situation we can make use of this float property. So let's go to our Sublime text editor. So here I have float.html file and float.css. Currently this CSS is empty and we will link this CSS with our HTML file. So inside this body tag of this HTML file, I will add the div block. Let's add it, div. Let's have a class for it. Let's say class div1. So this is the name of class, and inside this div I will add the content. So let's add something random here. So I am adding here 1. So I will copy paste this div block which we have added inside the body tag and paste it here for 2 times. And let me replace the class div2, then div3, and then I will replace the content also 2 and 3. Let's save this, and inside this CSS file for these classes we will add the background. Let's add background for all these 3 div blocks or div tags. So let's add for the first class, which is div1. Let's add background, let's say red. Copy this statement or the property. In similar way we will add the property for div2 and div3, and let's change the color. Let's say red, brown and orange. Save this HTML file and check on browser now. So open in browser, refresh the page. So see, here we are getting the content 1, 2, 3 which we have added in the HTML file. So we haven't linked this CSS file to our HTML file. That's why we are not getting the background colors here. So let's link it. So how to link? We need to provide the link tag inside the head tag. So link, and inside the href attribute you need to provide the name of CSS file. If your both the files are located in same location, you can provide directly the name of file. Otherwise you need to provide the entire path of that CSS file, float.css. Let's save it and refresh the web page now. So see, we are getting the background colors now for all these 3 div tags that we have added in the CSS properties. Now by default this div block is a block level element. What is meant by block level element? It will take the entire space or the entire line of that one content. For here the content is only 1, but it is taking the entire space. As you can see, the background color is applied to entire line here. So I have already made the detailed videos for block level and inline elements. I will provide the link in description, but here we will see how to make use of float property. So what I want to do now, I want to add these 3 div blocks. Like here you will see they are added horizontally. Now I want to, they are added vertically. I want to add them horizontally, like in the same line. So how I can do this? So here inside the float.css you need to provide the property. So I will provide the property for div element or the div tag. So I will directly specify the name of the tag, which is div, which will be applied for all these 3 tags that we have added here. So div, and here I need to say float. So see, this is the property float, and here you can specify the value. So what are the different types of values in the float? So let me show you that. So the CSS float property specifies how an element should float, and there are different values for this float property. First one is left. So the element floats to the left of its container. So let's make use of this first value, only left. Let's save this and see the change on the browser now. Let's refresh the page. So see, now we are getting all these 3 content which were 1, 2 and 3 on the same line, and also the background color is added to that particular content only. For 1 the background color is what color we have specified. For 2 it is brown, and for 3 it is orange. So in this way you can make use of this float property to specify the content how you want to display on the web page. Another property is the right. So let me show you the difference here. If I change the float from left to right, then what change you will get? Let's save it. Now we were getting 1, 2 and 3. Now we have changed it to right. So let's see. Now see that shifted towards the right, and the changes from right direction, like first 1 is displayed, then 2, then 3. Now let's see the another values that we have for the float. Another one is none. So the none means the element does not float, it will be displayed just where it occurs in the text. This is by default. So if we change the content of this value float to none, so it will be displayed how it was displaying earlier, because it is by default the same. Let me refresh the page. So see, earlier we were having this content only, now we have made changes to none now. So this was one example to show the demonstration of float. Another way I can explain you, let me remove this content for the div block. Now what I will do, I will add one paragraph here. So let's add a paragraph, and inside this paragraph I have already created one random text paragraph. Let me copy paste this paragraph content. Let's copy this paragraph here. Once we have that paragraph, inside this paragraph, let's say we add one image also. So let's add one image tag, img. Let me change it to, we add here image tag, copy this tag, let's paste it inside the paragraph, and here you need to provide the path of your image. So I already have a profile.jpg file here, profile.jpg. Let me save this, and let's have this only. Let's see what currently it's showing on the web page. Refresh the web page now. Yeah, so this is the image that I have showed here, like profile.jpg, and this is the content of our paragraph. Let me change the or adjust the height and width of this image. So let's do the adjustment here inside the CSS file. So let's remove the div content here, and here for the image I will add height, let's set 50 pixel, and width equal to, let's say 100 pixel. Let's save this and refresh the page now. So this is our image here, right? And how this content is showed here, let me make some adjustment here. Now see, this is our HTML file. We have a paragraph, inside that paragraph there is an image, so their image is displayed first, so that's why we are getting here image, and after that the content of this paragraph is shown on the web page. Now what I want to do, I want to add a float property to this image so that it will be looking on the browser more accurately, like not a, let me show you that property here. Let me add that here. So let's separate it by semicolon and add float. So we know how to add the property float, and then you can specify the value. Let's say right. If I say it to right, see what change we are getting. Save it, refresh the page now. So see, now the image is towards the right, and if I change it to the left, so what difference you will get? Left. Refresh the page. So see, it's looking more accurately now because there is an image, and earlier it was starting from this line, the paragraph content. Now it is starting from the same line where the image is displayed, so it's look much better now. And in this way you can make use of this float property to make your content displayed on the browser. So that was all about the float property. We will cover another topics in next video. Thank you for watching.